Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine this for a second. Someone offers you, I don't know, a huge amount of money, say $100 million.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but here's the catch. You don't wake up tomorrow morning.
Ah.
Think about that. Would you actually take that deal?
Probably not. I mean, definitely not.
Exactly. And that immediate no, that sort of gut reaction, it tells you something really powerful, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It tells you that just waking up tomorrow, that next chunk of time, it's worth more inherently than all that cash.
It's fascinating because it really shines a light on the true value of time itself,
Yeah.
something we often just don't consciously recognize.
Right.
And this deep dive, it isn't just about the big idea of life, is it? It's specifically about time.
Yeah, precisely.
And it makes you wonder, we fight so hard against death, against life ending, but then why are we often so casual, maybe even complicit when it comes to just wasting time?
That's such a good point, because life is time, essentially. Your whole existence happens within time. I mean, if you stop time, life just stops too.
Right.
And the ideas you shared bring in this ancient wisdom, right?
Right.
Thinking about time, or kal, not just as a concept.
Yeah, more like a force.
Exactly, like this incredibly powerful, like unstoppable force, pictured as a really fast horse, always moving forward.
And that image raises such a crucial point from the material. What is it in life that you genuinely cannot buy or replace? You could lose money, you can earn it back. Possessions, replaceable.
Sure.
But time. This fast horse material is really clear. You cannot buy back a single second of its passing, no matter how rich you are.
Wow.
That really sets time apart, fundamentally, from almost everything else we value.
Okay, so the goal here for this deep dive is to really get into those insights you brought us about understanding this like ultimate value of time, and maybe more importantly, figuring out how to work with it, how to, ride that horse instead of getting run over by it.
Yeah, and if you connect that to the bigger picture, the main takeaway is pretty straightforward, but actually doing it is the challenge.
Right.
Time is basically the most valuable currency you've got, way more valuable than money.
Okay.
And how you decide to invest that currency, those moments, hours, days, that's what ends up shaping your value, your progress, and really your whole definition of success.
It really makes you pause and think about those, like, what is it? 86,400 seconds we get each day.
Yeah, exactly.
If that showed up as cash in your bank account every morning, with a rule that it just disappears at midnight if you don't spend it, man, you'd budget and plan totally differently, wouldn't you? We track money so closely, but time just feels like this endless river we let spill.
So true. And why does it spill? Why do we let it? The material suggests two main reasons.
Okay.
One is just lack of energy or maybe the right mood. You just don't feel like using the time productively.
Yeah.
And the other, maybe even bigger one, is not having a clear purpose or a plan. You might have the energy, but if you don't know what you're aiming for,
Right.
the time just drifts anyway. It's undirected, and it becomes way easier to just let the day kind of happen to you.
What really jumped out at me, though, was that it doesn't just leave you there feeling bad about it. It offers like an alternative path. Instead of just reacting to whatever task pops up or having these vague to-do lists.
Yeah, the ones that never end.
Totally. It suggests you can actually learn to rule your calendar, to consciously decide where your time goes, like time boxing, that technique.
Yes, blocking out specific chunks of time on your calendar just for one task or, focused work.
That makes sense.
And if you pair that with setting goals using something like the SMART framework.
Specific, measurable.
Achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Exactly. That gives your time investment a clear target and a way to see if you're hitting it. The idea is that mastering time isn't about cramming more stuff in, necessarily. It's about being deliberate about what gets those irreplaceable moments.
So it helps with both problems. The no plan thing and maybe even the no energy thing because you've made a commitment.
That seems to be the implication, yeah. It creates structure and intent.
This also ties into something else. Mentioned that warning about maybe too much entertainment.
Yeah, the distraction factor.
Right. Like downtime is obviously important, but using huge amounts of time just for distraction, it can become a way to sort of avoid dealing with that lack of plan or low energy.
It's an escape sometimes.
Yeah.
And historically, you see things like, the Roman bread and circuses keep people diverted. The material kind of suggests that today's constant stream of easy entertainment can do something similar. It passively eats up time you could be investing more consciously.
It's about spotting when distraction turns into, like, evasion, right?
Exactly. Are you choosing leisure or are you avoiding something else?
Okay, so here's maybe the final thought for you listening. Something to really mull over.
Yeah.
If you truly take on board this idea that every bit of time you have, whether it's the full 86,400 seconds today, or just the next hour, or even like the next 10 minutes, if you see that as a non-refundable investment of your absolute most valuable currency,
Mhm.
where are you going to consciously choose to put that investment next?